guys, Janine here, and in today's video we are going to be learning how to solve second order homogeneous linear differential equations with constant coefficients. So these kinds of differential equations can be written in the following form. So we have ay double prime plus by prime plus cy is equal to 0, and a, b, and c are constants, and this is second order because our highest order derivative is y double prime, and this equation is homogeneous because the right-hand side is equal to 0. And so solutions of this equation here have to satisfy the following criteria. So a times the second derivative of y plus b times the first derivative of y plus c times the function y itself is equal to 0. So we need to think of a function. When we take its derivative, we get another multiple of that function. So a function that we know that satisfies this criteria is y is equal to e to the mx, where m is some constant. So we take its first derivative, we get m e to the mx, and we take its second derivative, and we get m squared e to the mx. So let's go ahead and plug in y prime, and y double prime into our equation. So we have a times m squared e to the mx plus b times m e to the mx plus c e to the mx is all equal to 0. And so we can see here that we have a common term. We have this e to the mx term here and here and here. So we can go ahead and factor that out. And so we know that e to the mx can never equal 0, so therefore am squared plus bm plus c has to equal 0. So this equation here is called the auxiliary equation, and notice that this is similar to this equation here, but the only difference is that instead of y double prime, we have m squared, and instead of y prime, we have m, and here we don't have this y here, so we just have the constant. So in order to solve this, we can use the quadratic formula because we have a quadratic equation here. So let's go ahead and write that. And so from here, there are 3 different cases that we need to consider. So here are our 3 cases. So case 1 is when we have a positive discriminant, so b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. And in this case, we have m1, m2 are real and distinct, and in this case, our general solution is y is equal to c1 e to the m1x plus c2 e to the m2x. Okay, and so in this next case here, we have the discriminant equal to 0, and so in this case, m1 is equal to m2, and this is the case of repeated real roots. And in this case here, the general solution of our differential equation is y is equal to c1 e to the m1x plus c2x e to the m1x. So here, the second term is multiplied by x. So in this last case here, the discriminant is less than 0, and in this case we have m1 and m2 are conjugate complex roots, and so we have m1 is equal to alpha plus beta I, and m2 is equal to alpha minus beta I. And so in this case here, our general solution is of the form y is equal to e to the alpha x times c1 cosine beta x plus c2 sine of beta x. So let's go ahead and take a look at some examples. So in this first example here, we have 2y double prime minus 9y prime minus 5 is equal to 0. So let's start out by writing our auxiliary equation. So we have 2m squared minus 9m minus 5 is equal to 0. And so from here, let's go ahead and factor. So this factors to 2m plus 1 times m minus 5, and let's go ahead and solve for our roots. Okay, so we have our roots here. We have m is equal to -1/2 and m is equal to 5. So this is case 1. We have 2 real and distinct roots. In that case, our solution is going to be of the form y is equal to c1 e to the m1x plus c2 e to the m2x. So let's go ahead and plug in our m's into our equation here. So we have y is equal to c1 e to the negative 1/2 x plus c2 e to the 5x. And so that is our general solution. So let's go ahead and take a look at another example. So in this next example here, we have y double prime minus 4y prime plus 4y is equal to 0. So let's start out by writing our auxiliary equation. So we have m squared minus 4m plus 4 is equal to 0. So let's go ahead and factor this. So this factors out to be m minus 2 squared. So we get m minus 2 squared is equal to 0. And so we have our roots, m1 is equal to m2 is equal to 2. So in this case, we have a case 2 situation. We have two real repeated roots. So in this case, our solution is going to have the form y is equal to c1 e to the m1x plus c2 x e to the m1x. So notice here that we are multiplying the second term by this x. So in this case here we have y is equal to c1 e to the 2x plus c2 x e to the 2x. And so that is our general solution. Let's go ahead and take a look at one more example. Okay, so in this last example here we have 3y double prime plus 2y prime plus y is equal to 0. So let's start out by writing our auxiliary equation. So we have 3m squared plus 2m plus 1 is equal to 0. And so in this case here, we can't actually factor, so we'll need to use the quadratic formula. Okay, so from here, let's go ahead and simplify. So we have negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 12, so that's negative 8. And here we have 2 times 3, which is 6. And so let's go ahead and simplify this radical here. So we have the square root of negative 8. So we can reduce this to the square root of 4 and the square root of 2i. So we end up with 2 times the square root of 2i. So we end up with negative 2 plus or minus 2 times the square root of 2i over 6. And let's go ahead and write the denominator separately for each of our terms. So we have negative 2 over 6 plus or minus 2 root 2 over 6i. And so this simplifies down to negative 1/3 plus or minus the square root of 2 over 3i. So here we have m is equal to negative 1/3 plus or minus the square root of 2 over 3i. So we have a case 3 situation here. We have complex roots. So in this case here, our solution is going to have the form y is equal to e to the alpha x times c1 cosine of beta x plus c2 sine of beta x. And so remember that alpha is the real part of our solution, so that is the negative 1/3 in this case here. And the beta is the imaginary part, so this part here. So let's go ahead and plug those values in and get our solution. So here is our general solution. We have y is equal to e to the negative 1/3 x times c1 cosine of the square root of 2 over 3x plus c2 sine of the square root of 2 over 3x. And so that is our final answer. And so that is how you solve a second order homogeneous linear differential equation with constant coefficients. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.